Yeah,
Snack mix.
Sally has deemed it now as
Snack mix. I love it. Can't go wrong.
not racist.
Diversity in chocolate.
Yes.
You
Angelica,
your
you
words
ready?
up there.
Not adversity, diversity.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. It's time to call the meeting of the Board of Elections to order. I would like to take just a moment to acknowledge that we are in the new boardroom today at 35 Woodfin. And I'm going to ask Angelica to share some updates with you and some just brief housekeeping notes regarding the new space. Angelica.
Commandeer your
Oh,
microphone.
please, it's all yours.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We are in a new meeting room that does still have some quirks we're working out with, specifically microphones. So if you look right here, you'll see a square speaker with a green light in the center of the room. And that's really important for people at home and on our live stream to hear us. But it is very sensitive, and we're lucky that it works so well. But for that reason, it can and will pick up side conversations in the gallery at times. So if you could just keep those to a very faint whisper, if at all, and save public comment for an open public comment period, because it could end up cutting off our board members while they're speaking inadvertently. And I'll be watching to make sure, and I'll let you know if I see any problems like that. But so far, so good.
Thank you, Angelica. I greatly appreciate that, and would like to take now this opportunity to welcome the folks that are joining us online. We appreciate your attendance, and always the folks that are here with us in person. Thank you for being here and being part of our meeting. If I could, at this point in time, have an motion to approve the meeting agenda.
I'll move approval of the agenda for this meeting.
Have a second, please.
Second.
Sally? Have a motion and a second. All in favor of approving the agenda, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, the agenda is approved and the minutes were circulated. Are there any additional corrections or amendments to those minutes? All right, hearing none. Thank you, Gabrielle, and we will pass these around for signature, but if I can have a motion to approve the minutes as circulated.
I move approval of the minutes as circulated.
Second? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Now to our executive director.
Thank you, Glenda. We just met on last week, so I don't have a lot of updates today, but I did want to let you know that we've had 78 voters for early voting so far. Today is the deadline at 5 p.m. for absentee requests. And remember, that's a new deadline, so that's a bit earlier. And then we also have the return visit of our MAT team scheduled for one of the assisted living facilities in Weaverville. And those are all my updates.
Director Duncan, can you give us an update on the staff that's going to be working with the absentees?
So the top candidate was selected, and we passed that name to HR to deliver the offer. That's still in process.
They've accepted, you said.
I don't know if HR has given the offer yet.
And Director Duncan, if I may, I would like to also give the board an update. I think you all have seen or know of the email that we now have a appointed liaison to the state board, Dallas Woodhouse. And I was contacted by Mr. Woodhouse yesterday. He will be here with the state auditor in the near future. And just wanted to make sure that everyone was aware, and that if and when we schedule a meeting or a time or any of those things, I will keep the board abreast of those schedules. at this point, we don't have a definitive time. I do know the state auditor will be in Buncombe County on Thursday, the 6th, I believe, for a separate meeting, which is not directly linked to the Board of Elections, but to speak at a meeting here locally. And then following that, Mr. Woodhouse is supposed to follow up with me if he is going to be in our area, but I will keep everybody posted as I become more aware of what is to follow. So I just wanted to make sure the board was up to date on all of that. If you have any questions or concerns, please let me know, or I, again, will send out emails and let you know as I know. All right, I think we're going to review the resolutions that we have that have, I think, been in place for a period of time, but just to make sure that everyone is aware and that we're clear on what those resolutions are. So Director Duncan.
Gabrielle is passing out the resolutions that are the various ones that are associated with election time, mostly absentee. So we have, and we've mentioned these previously, but I recommend renewing them since it's a new board. So the first one, and I don't know that this in the same order, but the first one that I'm looking at is the resolution to duplicate UOCAVA ballots outside of board meetings. So UOCAVA ballots are the ballots that are the federal ones, so the exception that the ballot gets sent by email, but in order for us to scan them, they need to be duplicated on a paper ballot. And so we have done that in board meetings, but it takes a very long time. And so we created this resolution so that we could duplicate those ballots outside of the meetings under these guidelines. The next one is the write-in tally votes. So that is a Canvas procedure. That is something that is assigned to the board, but is pretty impractical to actually do in a board meeting. So we created this resolution so that staff could do those tallies outside of the board meeting as well. And then the last one we spoke about at the first absentee meeting, which is the mismatched CID, the absentee number. It could be others as well. But this is when two ballots to the same household that are the same ballot style are switched. This resolution says that those can count as long as they occur in the same board meeting. So none of these resolutions changed since the last time we updated them, besides we updated dates on them. And we went ahead and made it just for the board term, which was what we did for the last grouping of them. So if you have any questions about them, happy to answer them.
When was the last time they were adopted?
The last time we adopted them,
Years ago.
yes, when the last term that the board began.
I think we started the CIV number, right? The third resolution here. I think that was in the 2020 election.
Yes.
That one.
And so
That's correct.
these are procedures that, we encountered some difficulties when we're doing this stuff, and we were trying to figure out a way to expedite the process in a manner that, maintained the integrity of the process. And these are what we came up with, and they've stood us in very good stead. In 2020, when we had almost 40,000 members of the community cast absentee ballots, that's when we learned how valuable it was to have ballots that needed to be transcribed, duplicated, done outside of a meeting, because our meetings were already going to 11 p.m. or midnight, and they would have gone till 2 or 3 in the morning if we had been doing that there. So these all have a background that's based on overcoming a process obstacle.
Yeah, really kind of born out of the increase in absentee that we've seen since 2020.
And I guess the only other question, just to ask out loud, is that obviously none of the recent law changes have been impacted these resolutions at all, correct?
Any other questions, board?
Or just, the fact that we are missing a board member for this particular meeting. I didn't know if you wanted to wait till we have a full board or if you think we want to continue today.
Well, the thing about these three resolutions shouldn't be controversial. I mean, we used them in the 2022 and 24 election. If it was something new and
It's not new to you
And a
or
little
hire Sally,
things.
but it is new to.
well, it would be new to Ms. Blossman, but all three of these have a rich history of effectiveness.
So we could just make a point of make sure that Ms. Blossman
Mhm.
gets this and gets a little download on it.
Yeah, I would suggest that she just be given an update and a brief overview of each of the resolutions. So that she's aware and knows that we have these procedures in place. I think that,
Yeah.
and because we have quorum, I think this is not an action that it's not already been in place. I agree with Mary Ann. If it were totally new, it would not hurt to wait. But I think we can update her and give her the information if everyone is in agreement.
If it's appropriate, I'd like to make a motion that Plum County Board of Elections approve resolutions number 2025-06, 2025-07, 2025-08, focused on the handling of absentee ballots in the election process.
May I have a second, please?
I'll second it.
All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Resolutions pass. I guess I need to sign.
If they only require yours.
Okay. All right, so I believe that moves us quickly,
Well-
Jake.
Minutes, please.
Minutes, yeah. I'm sorry, in office updates, there was something that I wanted to bring up. I realized that.
Josh, if I
before
didn't.
it passed. No, it's my bad, my bad. Because looking at the rest of the agenda, there doesn't seem to be another appropriate spot. I'm grateful to finally be in this room. It took a long time. What I am hoping Director Duncan and the staff can get for us from the county is power at our places. It would be very helpful. Some of our meetings go pretty long and we need that computer plugged.
Noted.
This is the only socket on this side.
There's nothing on this side. Well, and I'm not about to mess with this goodness over here. But it is an oversight. Okay. Let's sit it.
And you do have that noted to follow up. Jake, we'll make notes and make sure that it's. Right, I think Maggie Fox are ready for ballots.
Good afternoon. So today we do have some ballots for you all to review. I'm going to start with the civilian ballots. We have 4 today. So we're now up to 6 total. And so again, I just want to remind you from last week, the checklist that we had, we went over that, just make sure that we are comparing silently. We want to protect the voters. Again, because it's just such a small election. We're going to place check mark next to the voter's name on the list. We're going to confirm the envelope is not opened or tampered with. We're going to make sure that the signature is present, the voter signature. We're going to make sure that we have either the 2 witnesses or the notary. And those sections are completed correctly. If the assistant section is filled out, we want to make sure that that is fully completed. We want to look for an acceptable photo ID copy or a completed photo ID exemption form, and that will be on the pocket here. If approved, you all will initial the label on the top of the voter's absentee envelope. Before you slice that envelope, make sure you tap it so we're not slicing ballots. And then we're going to compare the application, the CIV number, the civilian number on the ballot to the envelope matches. So we know that ballot belongs to that voter. We're going to unfold the ballot, lay it flat on the table. Do the same for the envelope, keep them in precinct order. And we have 2 and 2. Two from one precinct, 2 from a different precinct. Not hard at all. Crisscross them, and then at the end, we will get all board members to sign the last page of the list. And then we will hand those to Ms. Bria so she can go ahead and scan these. And then we also have today 3 overseas. Okay, so I'm going to go over with you once we finish the civilians, the checklist for UOCAVAs, the overseas, and make sure that we've got that process good. Make sure I'll go over a few other things, and then we will get those signed and scanned as well. So if you all are ready, if you want to partner up, 2 and 2, I can give you each 2 and 2. Got plenty of lists here. Okay. Here's 2 in the list. You all have 2 in the list.
Did you have to square it so we can practice crisscrossing?
Well, no, I didn't do that.
That'd be fun.
2 of the same
That's fine.
precinct. Yes.
So, very first one, it's proper.
Say. Doesn't say. Oops. Do these stuff. You know, it's the worst. What's the challenge? Oh. So that's what I was just looking for. A decision. I solve the instructions start to say this. I don't know where to go. Because with Jones Purpose chair, so yeah, that's what I was looking for.
We'll both look forward.
All right. Okay.
Where was it?
It's good.
On both. Even.
Yeah. Yep, it didn't get switched. Okay.
2.
But for 1, you don't have to worry about that. Makes it 3. So you can under. Even if you just can't. Okay. So
But they're still.
We're good.
Oh. Right.
Put that sticker on here.
Tops. Where's
Stand on it. This was here. Everybody.
Yeah, because we only-
Look at there.
we only need to put it up higher, so we read it better.
Well, this
Because
is.
it's done.
Just making sure they don't put it with the person.
they changed?
Yeah. In the video.
Yes.
Okay. Research.
You did?
Slice or what? It must be no switch steps.
Whereas to be 09. She's 08. Okay. That we need to just do this.
It's really not.
So. Which should have been Yeah, it's just, they signed them. They did, yeah. This is right. So they witnessed each other's and then put the wrongs.
It is supposed to be the date on it too.
Okay. We got it right. Preceding together. That was. Oh, we forgot to change them. Maybe. So let's see. This.
The one,
Please, it had to be signed.
So it's initial. Our duty. These were, signatures were swapped on the envelopes.
On the envelopes.
The envelopes, okay.
Their actual ballots were correct, but they signed
They signed the wrong.
each other's.
There are a million ways.
There are a million ways. We'll see them all.
they actually cover in our resolution.
Or decision, but. I think we have a list of, if I could see the absentee request. I think you. And it says the voter has to sign the envelope.
They didn't. They did not.
And it's not in this, so.
There is time.
Yeah, there's time. I can find something for a devotional reading. Try.
Looking real quick at the numbered memos to see if there's anything on here.
But what would be useful to me is the absentee instruction that the voter gets, if there's one of those.
I'll have that.
Message someone to you today.
Or upstairs.
Okay, right?
Well, it's just the form, the exception form, the ID, but I don't have the actual instructions. Everything but that. Of course.
Thinking that the instructions would be directly from.
It
The law.
says exactly what is required. Signature of the voter is definitely one.
We could go on with the others while we're waiting for someone.
Sure, I can.
Yeah, let's
So
just.
are these okay? These are fine, right? These are
These
okay.
are fine.
Okay, so let me get these. Hurry up and get these going.
We've already signed the,
And you've already signed. Okay, so then
and we signed the return envelope also.
You need to sign it too?
Completely complete. Well,
But we usually all sign one.
yeah, it's just, you don't want to sign off on those envelopes till we figured out.
Right, we
who-
No,
can't.
we're not. Just gonna see.
These are checked.
Okay,
Well, I see what you're saying. We may as well wait, dude.
yeah, she'll be.
so that keeps it, keeps it simple that because these are from the same precinct, she can do those and then that'll be fine. And then we can do those later. So if you want me to move on with your comments, okay, great. I believe, Gabrielle put on your desks the UOCAVA ballot review checklist or gave you a copy of that. And so I'm gonna review that with you real quickly, but I do also want to bring to your attention that with overseas and military, remember they can return these by email. And that is exactly what happened with these 3 that we have to review for today. They were returned via email. And so it required us to transfer them to an actual ballot. And that's where a duplication team did that today. So I'm just gonna show you, we have a log, a duplication log that we use every time we have to duplicate ballots for any overseas or military. And so this will kind of give you a little bit of what's happening. And so what we do is we document the date, the time we reviewed it, when we started, when we ended. We document who was the supervisor observing this. And then we have four-member team. We have someone who's calling, someone who's marking, someone who's checking the caller, and someone who's checking the reviewer. And so we have done that, and we did that this morning with 4 folks.
Bipartisan teams.
Hmm? Bipartisan team, correct. And so I can show you this, how we did that. And then after they finish, we read what we'd like for them to confirm or that certify. And these statements are read to them. All of them agree, said yes, and then they sign it. And then I signed it and we said it. So we did duplicate 3 ballots today, this morning. Those that were sent by email from overseas. So I can just pass this around if you'd like. Yes.
So I have a question. Do you save the emails as a backup that what was transcribed from the email is
All emails are
preserved and they're
Yes.
kept as well? Okay.
absolutely. Yep.
And
So-
those are presented to the
To the board,
so
yeah.
You can see them
Okay,
yourselves if you would
Whole
like.
packet. Yep.
That was my next question. If we see the email, the ballot and the,
Should all be right here.
okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So I do have a new list, okay? But let's just really quickly review, since these were all emailed on your checklist for UOCAVA ballot review checklist. We're gonna make sure again, place a check mark next to the voter's name on the provided list. You all will do that. And then we're going to voter sign the affirmation or military overseas voter. We're gonna check for that. That the voter signed the privacy waiver, that they provided either the photo ID or an exception form, and you will have that in your packet. If approved, the board will initial and date on the bottom of the affirmation page, and you will see that there's a line there for you all to approve. Email ballots have already been duplicated. Like I've said earlier, the original and the duplication will be attached to the affirmation, so you all will be able to see that. You're checking, making sure that the numbers match. From military to overseas number match with the ballots. And then once approved, we want to go ahead and separate them into 3 piles. All of the forms in one pile, the original ballots in one pile, and the duplicated ballots in another. And then I will come around and collect those. Okay. I don't know who wants to do 2 and who wants to do 1. Does that even matter?
I'll do 2.
I'll give them all to Glenda, Sally down there. We can practice.
We'll take 2.
You were looking for something devotional, not,
We're doing
Alright.
vice students.
2, and again, we want to.
Thanks, Megan.
We have
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They're in there. I can't read that. Oh, here it is. Philip M. Gary.
Oh, I see.
Sign the affirmation or military. It is. Privacy waiver. How do I check and see?
So, yeah, got it. The OVR. 16, yeah, got it. Good, got it. That's good.
Where's the precinct on this? Oh, there it is. But that's hard to read. No, because he would have had an email, right? So where's the email? You know? It's. that- Yes, yeah, that's the original. Market parties.
Good.
Okay, so the big parts. Hold the balance, lay it basically. With the board member, see the last page. Second one you want to do is original ballot. So it's another file. Where's the original ballot? Right here. There's another file, right? That's it's a duplicated ballot. And that's this. So the first one's the packet. Okay, here's the packet. To do packet, original ballot, and then duplicate it. Move that original over here. Swap them here. So that's Jenny. I'm gonna read it. See this one. See, here's that signed. Back. Tomorrow, we will take care of this. We sign, do we not sign something on these? Like we do on the absentee, where's it go? Information. Here we go, this is signed. Be verified committee. The waiver is signed.
You're good, Dave.
This Virginia. Ballot 32. Original. So sign. It's verify the ballot. 03. 60. All right, Maggie, I think we have it. Sign the Neocabo. A signature.
That's the one for our other two.
Well, we're still waiting. Okay. We can get that since they've signed it. Well, we're not gonna sign it. Yeah, but at least we have the one that they've signed, because this one is not signed. These are the two. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, ma'am. Put this here, even though they're not ready yet. Maggie, here's to you a copy.
Yes, thank you. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, perfect. Thank you. Right, so we are back. We need to finish up the civilian, so. We've got the instructions here, we've reviewed them, and. This is what everyone gets in their packets with the specific instructions for them. I'm looking at the top of page 2, I guess.
All of these simple steps.
But before that, it says your ballot envelope and return envelope are specific to you. Do not mix up your materials with those of anyone else. If you damage or make a mistake on your ballot, do not try to fix it. Contact our Board of Elections, obviously. Okay, and then follow these steps. And then step 1 is, step 2 is your signature. So I
don't think we
Like we
can.
correct. I think we just need to
Careful.
exactly. So we have identified a deficiency. So tomorrow we can start that cure process right away. So that means contacting the voter, letting them know what happened so that they can rectify that
What do you
situation.
want to put us, how do you want us to mark that?
Thank you. If they do anything else.
Well, this has got those 2 names on it.
The
And
other two that were fine.
Oh,
Yeah, but then we have
I
another
think
sheet.
I'm
for
gonna
them
put
to
the
sign.
ballots back inside. This weekend. Joe.
so I need to mark on here, we need to mark on here that these are being cured. What do you want to do?
Or deficient.
What do you want me-
Yeah, that's fine. Just maybe put a star by those, little star by those, and then I'm going to, obviously these are gonna come right back. Put them in the fireproof safes, and then we will, pull them out tomorrow morning and get them contacted. That should be sufficient. Begin. So 2 out of the 4 are accepted.
It also reminds me, just another question about the room. For this election, it may not be as big a deal, but what happened to our eraser board where we get to follow and track the numbers?
Here, in there.
So it could be brought out. Okay, thank
Absolutely.
you.
Yes, that is staying with us.
Is it on wheels now?
Oh, yes, we roll it.
And here, I thought we were getting an electronic scoreboard. With video replay and everything. No,
Angelica can make it happen for us.
Okay, so that's all I have today. We've reviewed 3 overseas. You all accepted those. Those have been scanned. Waiting for Rhea to come out and give us the A-okay.
Witnesses on those 2 ballots.
They witnessed each
They
other's and
witnessed
then
each
somebody
other's.
else. Yeah. Jake said there's many different ways.
that's when you think you've seen them all. There's a new one. And at the county seal on the tablecloth, right? Another element of class. We'll get there. Still want that scoreboard though. Both fans at home too.
So. You have a vote to approve this.
You're not gonna be to sign it. But I'll. And either way, I think you wait till we sign it. Right, we're gonna need it.
Today, since we have overseas and civilian, we have two separate envelopes. In this envelope are the duplicated ballots. We just did the 3 today, so it will require everyone's signature, of course, and then we'll seal it. And then in this one is the actual scanned ballots. And so we scanned the 2 civilians and 3 overseas for a total of 5 for today. And if you all review, sign, and then when it gets to Glenda, if you will seal those bags.
And before we sign them, if I could have a motion to approve the ballots as they've been reviewed.
I move approval of the 3 Uwakava ballots that were presented by staff for our.
All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I further move that we approve 2 of the 4 civilian ballots that were presented by staff. And that with the 2 that are not being approved, that staff contact the voters and expedite the cure.
Have a second? Thank you. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. So if you will sign and pass the envelopes, then I will seal them.
What's in here again? Your,
The original.
the original.
The originals, right?
Yep.
Those were the,
Oh, yeah.
emailed to us. We printed that. Yep. Thank you very much. This concludes our absentee review for today. Back next week.
Thanks, Maggie.
Chairman Weiner,
Yes, ma'am.
um, before we move on, I wanted to go back to updates a little bit and one that you mentioned about Dallas Woodhouse.
Yes, ma'am.
This is a new position, correct?
Yes, it is new.
And so we really don't have a sense yet of what a liaison from the state to each of the counties means. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so when you were talking about potentially meeting with him, is that going to be a meeting with you and him, with you and Corrine? Is that with the whole board? What does that look like? Is that a public meeting? Do we know?
I don't know, to be honest.
Understand is it's, since he's, appointed by the auditor, and since, Chairman Weiner is appointed by the auditor, that it'll be a meeting between him and the chair.
And then,
That's my
and
understanding.
then Chairman Weiner reports to us.
I'm sure she would.
But I've not, and to Mary Ann's point, yesterday was the first conversation that I've had with him. I shared with Executive Director Duncan and just wanted to make you all aware so that you know that the process
Mhm.
has at least been initiated and contact has been initiated so that you guys are aware. But I too do not at this point understand exactly what the liaison's role is going to be, and then to me, and then to me, to my board. So, but as Mary Ann stated, I will share and keep everybody aware of,
Well, that was covered at the state board meeting. When they,
Liaison was?
yeah, it was announced at the state board meeting.
Okay. He was not announced, but the title was announced.
No, actually, he was announced.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was hired like a couple of weeks ago or something.
Well, then how is he? Oh, you mean at the state board meeting?
Yeah,
I'm with you.
that was to update the state board.
Got it. Thank you. Okay.
thank you. Director Duncan, do you have anything additional? Yes, at this point, and I'm asking, we have closed session scheduled for 5 o'clock. If we were able, if the attorney was able to arrive sooner, are we able to move it up? Or because it's on the agenda and we've approved the agenda, do we need to stay within those timeframes?
We can amend the agenda if we want to. We could change the time. It's fine with me if we want to do this.
I would have to reach out to him and see if that's possible.
And to Ms. Blossman, I think would be good to see if we could text her to see if she could,
If she's available.
yeah, she could come earlier. Ms. Blossman,
Oh, yeah. She told me that she couldn't make it even by 5. She can't be here any earlier.
okay, so it's not gonna make a difference to her if
No.
it's 5 or,
She was,
Quarter to 5.
that's why she said if it was later, she could possibly be. I checked with her anyway.
yeah, wouldn't hurt.
Brandon, it's Glenda Weiner. How are you doing? Good, thanks. Is Brandon by chance available, please? Thank you. Hi, Brandon, it's Glenda. How are you doing? We did, and that's what I'm calling to see. Would that work with your time frame, or what are you able? All right, we'll see you shortly. Thank you, sir. You bet. So if I could have a motion to amend the agenda to move the closed session up to 4:30.
Ooh, so moved.
Have a second? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And I'm going to momentarily adjourn the meeting until our attorney recess the meeting until our attorney arrives, and then we will move to go into closed session. Thank you.
11:3.
May I have a second, please? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The board is now officially in closed session.
say something, which is up on the screen yet.
Okay, you want to
Yes.
stay for the
Okay.
close of the session? Courtney?
Saying, yes.
Okay. Just checking.
So everything's live. We're back in open session.
You can turn the video back on.
Yeah, that's what they're doing right now.
She wants her pretty face on there.
It's gross.
So now I would like to ask for a motion for the board to move back into open session.
I'll move back into open session.
May I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 All right, we are now back in open session. Is there any further business or comments from the board this evening?
No.
May I
Adjourn.
have a motion to adjourn? May I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. This meeting is adjourned.
And wait, next meeting.
The next meeting is October 28th at 3:30 at 35 Woodford. Thank you.
Thanks.